right. Good morning, everybody. How we doing?
Good morning.
Let us know. Everything looks like it should be up and running okay. Can you see us? Can you hear us? What's new in your neck of the woods? Looks like we got some more people rolling in. I see the captions working on Facebook, so it should be working.
Everything seems to be going well.
YouTube is working. Facebook seems for now to be playing nice. We'll find out when Carmen. Oh, there's Carl. I was just gonna say when Carmen gets on, we'll know if Facebook's working or not. Because usually, Carmen, you usually seem to be the one to let us know if Facebook's having issues or not. And I realized last week it was having issues because I was watching comments just not refresh. But Facebook is what it is. Good morning, Carmen. How you doing? How's the weather down in all the Florida folks are coming in? Carmen, how's the weather on the east side of Miami? Michelle, how's the weather on the or east side of Florida? Michelle, you're on the west side, I believe. So
I think so.
How's the weather down there? Is it nice, hot, humid, all that fun stuff? So, hi, Gail. Gail said sounds good. Good. Glad to hear everything seems to be up and running. So, everyone, if it's your first time here, make sure you say hi. Let us know where you're checking in from. Let us know how you found us. If it's your first time here, my name is Brian.
And I'm Nichole.
And we are from Factory Direct Craft Supply, also known as FactoryDirectCraft.com. Good morning, Linda. Linda's checking in from sunny Boston, Massachusetts.
Nice. Thanks for joining, Linda.
Good town, that Boston. So, but yeah, so if it's nice. I've only been through, but yeah. So if it's your first time here, we're from FactoryDirectCraft.com. We are a small family-owned online craft and home decor supply store here in Southwest Ohio. You can find we have like 41,000 different items in stock that you can go online and buy, and it will ship right here from Ohio from us. We're here every Thursday at 10 a.m. just to chat with you guys, talk about some craft stuff, see how everyone's doing. Paula said hello from Kentucky. See you on Facebook. Awesome. Thank you, Paula. Thanks for joining us.
Jinx.
Yeah, right. I mean, Coke. Carmen says, yes, it's all working. We're doing good. Slightly cloudy today, but rains once in a while. Yeah, it's supposed to rain here. We had a couple days of beautiful weather. It was hot, but
nice.
I'm not complaining because last week at this time it was like in the mid 50s, and we were hoping for sun, and we definitely got it. So Michelle said, hot, humid Sahara sands coming, which are my favorite. Makes for beautiful sunsets.
Yes.
Oh, I bet.
We're getting the sunsets from the Canada smoke. All the wildfires.
From the wildfire. Yeah, so all of our sunsets have been real hazy, but it
makes for
the whole sky. The whole sky is pink, but
it's beautiful though.
Yeah. It's a a nice byproduct of something not nice.
Nice.
And kind of sad.
Yeah.
So question for today, we want to ask you guys, what room in your house, apartment, wherever you live, what room do you like decorating the most? Do you have a favorite room that you seem to
I think
decorating
most is the living room, kind of dining room area, but because I think maybe that might be most people, because that's where you spend most of your time. So yeah, I always seem to decorate and seasonal decorate the living room area, but
absolutely.
Yeah, so I think that might be
for us, my wife definitely decorates the kitchen and the living room because it's kind of an open floor plan, so it's kind of one room flows into the next. So yeah, she's got decorations for all the different seasons and times of year, and those two rooms probably get updated the most. So let us know again where you go. What room do you guys like decorating? And as always, let us know what are you working on. So Linda said living room. Yeah. I think that's probably going to end up being the most popular choice, like you said, Nikki, just because it's where you kind of spend the most time when you have guests over. It's where people congregate, so that kind of makes sense to have that room.
But usually, in the warmer months and everything like that, I decorate. I mean, I decorate inside, but we have this huge deck.
Yeah.
And that's where we hang out most. So I try to, have flowers everywhere and just try to make it nice and cozy out there. So in the warmer months, I am decorating the backyard and, of course, our deck area, because we're always outside.
Sure. Absolutely. Michelle said the lanai. Love putting live plants, unique thrift finds, and wreaths or flores I make. Awesome. Yeah, we don't live anywhere. People don't have lanais in
No, I wish we did. I wish we did.
I would love to have one, but we'd only be able to use it 3 months a year, so it's not worth the money. Carmen said, I don't have many rooms, but I decorate them all, especially the living room and kitchen. Yeah, absolutely. So what are you guys working on right now? Let us know. Are you working on summer decorations, 4th of July, things like that? I know last time we asked this question a couple weeks ago, some of you guys were already working on your Christmas crafts.
There's been a couple people,
fall crafts.
I've seen a few orders come through
as I've been out helping pick and pack orders, I've seen fall orders and Christmas stuff, and some of you guys are definitely go-getters, and you're getting proactive, getting out in front of it. But if you have craft shows and things like that, certainly don't want to wait until the last minute to get your inventory and your showpieces built up. So, Nikki, what are you working on right now? Got anything fun coming up?
Yeah, I've got a couple projects that I'm working on. I just finished one yesterday. I was thinking about bringing it in and giving a sneak peek for you guys that are on today's live, but I decided not to. It turned out so well. I used some spools, and I made an American flag.
Out of spools?
Out of spools, and some other items.
Interesting.
One of follower sent it to me, gave me an idea, and I kind of put my own spin on it, and we had a couple items that worked great for it, and I cannot wait to show it off.
It's awesome.
I am hoping to show it off Tuesday, probably Tuesday. I have it planned.
That will be hitting the socials pretty soon. So
be sure to look out for this one, because I think this is one of my favorite ones that I've done for Patriotic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Kimberly said living room and outside for all seasons. There you go. I saw the one you posted was yesterday. I think I see it maybe on there with the bee and the wood slice.
I just did a simple little craft for the summer holidays. I kind of got an idea from somebody else on Pinterest, and we had these nice little wood slice cutouts, and I was trying to figure out how to do the wings out of like cutouts or something, but I was like, well, let's add like a little rustic touch to it, and we have these perfect little heart rustic metal pieces, and it glued it right on, added some paint, some twine, some of our twisted wire that I love to use, and that was about it. I mean, literally, this took me maybe 10 minutes, and that was just drying time. It was just...
Oh, really? That was that included drying time for the paint?
Yeah, I mean...
So just acrylic craft paint is all you used?
That's all. It was super simple, and it's just a cute little item to sit around on your little tiered trays, or add to... I mean, you can add it to wreaths, you can add it to so many different things, but...
I love the idea of using the rusty tin for the wing.
I like it.
That really well. When I was looking at it, I was like, oh, that's one of those things I wouldn't think of.
No.
All you crafty people you guys can see a heart, and you're like, oh, I can use these as wings on a
so many different things.
Michelle said, that is beautiful. I see what you did there.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, it was just something simple. Sometimes some of these projects can, take a little extra time, and some people just like simple projects. So I was like, we'll see how this goes. Yeah. And it worked out great.
So any big plans for the weekend?
Yes, actually, we are heading to Brooklyn, Michigan this weekend. We are going to the International Michigan Speedway. I think it's Michigan International Speedway. Yep. We're going for a NASCAR race.
Yes.
So
you guys go to that almost every year, don't you? Last couple years.
I think this is the 3rd year. We go with Chris's parents, and we kind of.
Do you guys take the motorhome up, do the whole thing like camp, or put because I don't watch much NASCAR, but I've seen. Where they show like around the track, you have these areas, all these RVs and campers are all lined up of all these people.
Yeah.
These people like sitting on top of them and stuff like that, watching the race.
People have chairs that they sit on top.
They go up on top of their RV with a deck chair and
everything. But no, I mean we've done it for, I think this is the 3rd year.
Okay.
But it's fun. The girls love it.
I was gonna say, do the girls like it?
Chris and his dad, they've always been into race cars and everything like that.
They're big car guys.
They love NASCAR. I know Chris loves NASCAR. So this is up his alley. So I try to let him and his dad just, bond and enjoy it. And I take care of the girls. And I mean, at first, I didn't think they were going to like it when we first went because it's really loud.
Those were loud races.
Super loud. But they absolutely love it. They look forward to it. So they are hyped up this morning and running around.
I bet.
Aniston slept in her room all night last night. This is the first night, and I don't know how long.
That's awesome.
I got a full night's rest. I woke up a couple times. I'm like, she's coming. She's coming. I feel it.
You're just waiting.
Well,
and it never happened. Huh?
And yesterday, Adley, she's so sweet. She's been trying to work with Aniston and trying to help us out, trying to get her to feel comfortable in her room.
Yeah.
And last night at dinner, she's like, so what makes you scared about staying in your room? She's like, are you scared about somebody coming to get you? I'm like,
don't say that. Don't
say that.
Don't plant that in her head if she doesn't have it already.
She doesn't even think about that. I'm like, the only thing that she thinks about is that,
it's the separation probably. I'm here
or
and
storms.
Mom and Dad are down the hall.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But we were like,
about a monster in the closet or under your bed?
I'm like, we didn't get mad. We're like, Adley, we understand that you're trying to help, but that's not helpful. But she did well.
That's good.
Yeah, because right before we put her down, she's like, I think I want to sleep with you tonight. I'm like, no, you need to get your rest.
Yep.
And she did it.
You can always try what my grandpa did. When we were kids, I remember spending the night at my grandparents' house, and my brother was, 4, 5 or so, probably about Aniston's age. And he said to my grandpa, he's like, I think there's a monster under the bed. And my grandpa's like, there is. And if you get out of bed before the sun comes up in the morning, he's going to get you. And walked out of the room.
Oh, that would terrify her.
And my brother did not leave that bed.
I should try it.
Until the morning time.
I should try it.
Paula, so we are NASCAR fans in our house, too.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I mean, I can't watch it on TV. Chris has it on all the time.
I think that's why I've never really been able to get into it. I think it's one of those things it's like golf.
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of PGA matches, and it's so much different in person standing there. I stood 7 feet behind Tiger Woods in his prime and watched him hit a ball, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
When you're on TV, you're like, that was a nice shot.
I could do that. No, not really.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that you probably have to experience it in person to really do it. Do you have Monster Spray? We always took any spray, air freshener. Karela says Monster Spray and then sprayed prior to bedtime. Guaranteed get rid of all monsters. That's a good idea. I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, they actually sell it on Amazon too. They have Monster Spray, but you can make your own. I mean, just essential oils.
Bottle of Febreze or something.
Exactly. So we've tried everything.
You could just get a spray bottle with water in it.
Exactly.
And put a label on it.
Yeah.
And just mist the room and water.
We've tried everything. She has these, she does great for a while and then she reverts back to it. We'll get it. She's still young.
That's right.
Not even 5 yet. She'll turn 5 in August. So
she'll get it.
We'll get it. We were just spoiled with Adley.
That's how we were. Aiden, our oldest, versus Maddie. Like, Aiden was the kid who was potty trained in 3 days. Yeah. And when we were finally ready for him to sleep in his crib by himself, we did the cry it out method the first night. We let him cry for about half an hour. Mm-hmm. Lisa went in one time, got him back to sleep. Second night, put him in his crib. He was out the whole night. And he's been like that since he was 6 months old. Maddie, it was a while. It was a while to get her in her crib. Potty training took months. So it's just, kids are different. And it is hard when your first one is so easy.
Oh, she was an angel.
Because then that's just your expectation.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get to the second one, you're like, well, that one
we got this
potty trained in 3 days.
Yeah.
Why are you on month number 4? And
second one, she's throwing herself out of the crib when she's, 11 months old. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But
at
least she's cute.
It doesn't hurt.
No.
It doesn't hurt. She'll mean mug me sometimes. I'm like, she's a cute little kid. I mean, I can't smile.
I know.
So, Deneen said, first kid seems to trick you, especially when it comes to the second. Yeah,
it really does. Really does. I know we've had our fair share with her, but she's cute. She's great during the day. It's just the night times.
I think it's like that for a lot of us. Yeah. So, because I know, obviously we know Deneen's boys, and it seems very much like Asher was just so level and so easy and so calm. Finn's a little more outgoing, a little more adventurous.
That's how Aniston is.
So both awesome boys, but us, oldest one was easy, second one's a little, takes a little bit more work. So, DIY Diva, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Carmen said, I used to put my perfume on a tiny teddy bear and my daughter would take it everywhere.
I
warned the teachers not to take it away. Keep it in the backpack or under pillow when at home. That's a great idea, too. I
need to do that. I think somebody mentioned that.
I haven't heard
Maybe
that
it
one.
was you, Carmen, but somebody mentioned it a couple weeks ago, and I keep on saying
it may have been Carmen, but that's a great idea, too.
But you know what? Her little mind, she'd be like, oh, I smell mommy. I need mommy.
I need to go, I smell her, but I can't see her. I better go find her.
I've got pictures everywhere. You see my face. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. I was just looking at the comments. This is new. Have their thumbnails always been here?
I don't think so.
I think that's new.
Yeah. So we get to see all your
these
pictures.
tiny little Facebook thumbnails next to everyone's picture, and we can't. It's too small for us to make out.
Yeah.
And I just noticed usually we just have the Facebook logo and that. I don't think anyone. I don't know how YouTube still seems to be up and running. So.
Suzanne, good morning. How are you?
Hey, Suzanne. Thanks. Good to see you as always. Let's see here.
I was going to say, do you have any plans this weekend?
So, not to make myself seem old.
Oh, you are.
But, yeah, I know. Lisa and I have our 20th college reunion.
Oh, do you?
Weekend. Yeah.
Oh, well, that'll be
fun. We both graduated from the University in 2005.
Yeah.
So, we have our reunion weekend this weekend. Unfortunately, a lot of our friends can't make it in for it. So.
Where are you guys doing it at?
It's on campus.
Is it on campus?
Yeah,
okay.
So tomorrow night there's all the different classes have their class. We have our class of 2005 kind of get together thing on campus, and we know some people that are going to be there, so we're going to swing by for a little bit. And then Saturday there's some tours of campus that we're going to do because campus has changed so much in the last 20 years. It's insane how much bigger it is and all the new stuff they have. So we're set up to take some tours and things like that. See some of the new stuff on campus and spend the day kind of walking around and hanging out. Maybe bumping into more people. So yeah, I was disappointed. All of my buddies that I'm still really close with, none of them could make it in for it. So
that sucks.
But a lot of them. Even though we're all in our early 40s, a lot of them started having families and kids much later than Lisa and I. We got married at 23, 24. We had our first kid at 26.
Oh, I didn't realize. I guess I didn't put those.
Yeah, because we met in 2021, the fall of our senior year, day after our senior year, and then a year and a half later got engaged in 2006, and then Aiden was born in 2008. So we're 42, and we have a 16-year-old, 14-year-old. I have one of my buddies, he's and wife just had their second kid. Another one's got 3 of them under the age of 5. I got another one that's got triplets that are under the age of 6. So we started way ahead of everybody. A lot of them didn't get married until mid to late 30s. So now they're at the point where they're like, we have little kids. I can't leave my wife home with all these little kids. And I'm just we're going to go out Friday night and Aiden's going to be chilling with that. I don't care.
He's old enough. So
yeah,
it
100%.
Nice.
So yeah, our kids will be out of college when their kids are still going to be in school and all that stuff. So we have a little bit more freedom to do stuff than some of them. But yeah, so that's our plan for the weekend. Go back to campus, kind of see what all has changed and see who we bump into. I know a couple people that are going to be there. One of Lisa's close friends from college is. I guess she said she's going to be there, so we'll probably go around and bump into people. So let's see. So for this week, what did you pick out, Nikki? Because I saw you picked out the items.
I just kind of did a little bit of everything. Honestly,
summer stuff.
Summer stuff. We are heading into the warmer months, and a lot of people seem to really be decorating and buying up on our folk fruit and vegetables. Just display on their house or marketing or markets that they sell. So I was like, you know what? I figured let's go ahead and start pulling out some of our folk fruit, especially our limes, our lemons, our strawberries. Strawberries are huge this summer. So I just kind of figured we'll show it off because not a lot of people know that we have, bulk grapes and peppers and all that stuff.
The faux fruit. I mean, we've always sold a fair amount of it.
We have.
This year, this spring and early summer, I mean, I've picked like carts of strawberries and lemons and limes and, I don't know if that's, apples and the oranges and all that stuff. I don't know. I guess it's just a trend.
It is.
That's getting popular, but there's so many orders going on with artificial or faux fruits and stuff like that on them.
And then I know a couple people were asking about our cutting boards. We do have a few, so I figured I would show them off. We've got a couple different sizes. We have this small one, which is great for, you can do anything with. So we've got this small one. And I know I've done a lot of crafts with this one here.
With the bigger one?
Yeah, with the bigger one. I've got one planned with this one here this summer. But we've got these two different sizes. You can put them together and display them in your kitchen or wherever you would like. But yeah, so we've got these two cutting boards. And I know we got our container of paper mache.
We did last Thursday.
So
it came during the live, so I got it's like the first container in 10 years that I actually didn't have to help unload.
Yeah, that was good for you.
Yeah, but we have another one on the water and another one being loaded, so
we'll make sure
in the next couple weeks to 2 months, I'll unless Pam, if you want to schedule those for Thursdays at 10 a.m. when those containers come in,
he'll be all for it.
I'd appreciate it. I'll buy you lunch or something.
Oh, it's a good workout.
So we did get some paper mache stuff back in stock. A lot of this stuff is stuff that we've carried, but a lot of this stuff has been out of stock for so long. A lot of people ask us about, because paper mache will come in, some of it will sell out really fast. When are you going to get it in? Part of the issue is we have so many different paper mache items. And we'll have so many items in process and being manufactured at one time that not everything can fit on a container.
Yeah.
And sometimes stuff, if it's near the bottom of the list, there might be a lot of different items to make before it. So in some cases, we do have items that may be out of stock for 6 months, 7 months, just because we have so much. And you can only ship so much at a time. So a lot of these items have been out of stock for a while, but they are back, at least for now. So if there's ever an item out of stock on our site and you want to know as soon as it comes back in stock so you don't miss out on it, on every out of stock item on our page, you will see on that item's page, you can actually sign up put your email on the list.
Is that on every item now?
Every out-of-stock item that hasn't been discontinued.
Good.
So
that's great.
Yeah, you'll enter your email, and there's a little CAPTCHA security thing. Type the letters and numbers you see.
And it's just a one-time email. It is
one-time email. Once you're on the list, you are on the list. As soon as even one piece of that item comes back in stock, you will be notified. So if it's out of stock and we get a couple pieces back in on a return, when it goes back in stock, it will notify you. And then if it's if you miss out on it again, you can sign up for the email list again. But we know it works because there are items that like the sedums.
Oh yeah.
Every time we'd find some, they'd come back in, and we know those notification emails would go out because within like an hour or two of the item being turned on, they were sold out. And that wasn't just people that just happened to find it on our site at that time. Those were folks getting those emails and jumping on them. So a couple items that have been out of stock we got back in. The paper mache anchors. These are super powerful. You can paint them. You can glue them onto stuff. Add them on a wreath.
This one, and we also have a bigger one.
We have the real big one, which we've had for a while too. But again,
it's in the bag.
Hard to see it in these non-clear bags. We also have
nice size.
Nice size.
I think it's like 16 inches.
I think that is correct. 13 inch.
13 inch.
13-inch paper mache anchor. And as you'll see, all these items have our logo, our UPC, because these are all made exclusively for us. So a lot of our paper mache, we work directly with the manufacturers. This is all made in the Philippines. I know some folks will do paper mache out of China. We've had Chinese paper mache in the past. In our opinion, the stuff out of the Philippines is way higher quality. Yeah. Way higher quality. than the stuff out of China. And you can it quicker.
Yeah, I was actually talking to a customer over the week. She was asking about the paper mache, and she's like, I bought paper mache elsewhere, and she's like, it's flimsy. It's not like yours. And she was very grateful that she found us and has been buying up ever since.
Yeah, so. And a lot of the Chinese paper mache isn't true paper mache. It's not, it's not the layered paper and all that's glued on. A lot of it is just like the thin cardboard that's just kind of glued together. Mm-hmm. So it's made out of, cardboard, but it's not paper mache. Paper mache obviously is layering all the layers of paper over a mold, letting it dry. Part of the issue too, while it takes a while to get paper mache in, is because it all is handmade and it all has to air dry. Paul D is saying, is Facebook down? Let me check and see.
I was noticing that it looks like it's running.
No, it seems to be running okay.
Up. Yep, it's up.
Yeah, we seem to be running okay. It's up now. Okay, it may. I wonder if it froze up or anything.
It could have.
So, let us know if you guys can hear us and see us okay.
Yeah, thanks for checking in.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Paul. Thank you. And Paul's on checking in from YouTube. These are always super popular too.
This is my favorite.
We sell out of them fast. But the paper mache hat.
Top hat. Great for snowmen. I mean, you can do it for leprechaun. You can do it for patriotic. You can make a nice...
you can do Uncle Sam hat.
Uncle Sam hat. I've seen a lot of people make...
You can set it upside down and use it for flowers.
You can make so many different things.
A lot of different things.
Yeah.
And then obviously we have all the summer stuff. We got lemons, we have bees, we have fruits, veggies. I don't think we have veggies, but we have fruits.
Yeah, I didn't put veggies, but we even have planted succulents that are already pre-done. You can buy these and then you can just set them on your table. Perfect.
Carmen said ours are well made. Suzanne said I love paper mache.
Perfect.
Thank you. Yeah, that's one thing we've never been told is that or heard is that our paper mache is poor quality, because if it wasn't, we wouldn't sell it. But we have 2 factories in the Philippines we get our paper mache from, and they're both fantastic.
I've got some blackberries here. Honestly, I'm sitting here. I don't think I've ever messed with them. They are made out of plastic, but it's not a hard plastic. They've got like a little...
It's like rubbery?
It's kind of like a rubbery give to it. So I don't know what kind of plastic it's made out of, but they're super...
Yeah, it is. It's like
they're super
like a
nice.
Rubber.
They look realistic. You can put them in a bowl.
Yeah, it is. It's like a rubber.
Is it a rubber?
Over a mold, yeah. So it actually feels very realistic. It's got a very realistic feel to it.
Yeah, they're great. And here's our little strawberry, which I know our strawberries are exploding in our backyard, but it is feeding our deer right now. We keep getting out there and trying to...
Have you seen the baby?
No,
the baby doe anymore? I saw the...
No.
I saw the post you shared.
I don't know if you guys saw the post, but we had a little baby deer in our backyard.
You got that close to it to take a picture of it laying down? Or?
Chris thought it was dead.
Oh, because it was laying down.
Yeah, he woke up in the morning and it wasn't moving, and he was trying to figure out what it was. So he walked up to it. He's like, "Oh, great! I'm gonna have to get rid of this dead deer that is back in our backyard." Sure enough, it starts moving. I'm like, we have deer left and right in our plat, and we absolutely love it. This is the first time that we had a baby deer delivered in our backyard.
Yeah.
So we've been seeing it. I've actually got a picture the other day. It's been crossing the street with the mama.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Its little legs are like little wobbly walking across the road. But
when Chris took that picture of it laying there, you knew the mom, the doe, had to be somewhere within.
Oh yeah. Well,
somewhere within eyesight while she was gathering food.
I didn't even know it. I didn't even see it. I've let the dogs out, whatnot. They're in a fenced-in area, so it was on the outside of the fence. Chris was like, "Is the baby deer still there?" I'm like, "What?" So Aniston and I go up to go look at the deer, And I turn around because I'm sitting here talking to him. I'm like, where's your mama?
Yeah.
And I turn around and look at it, and I see her peeking through our wood line. And I'm
so you saw, okay. So
I saw the mama. So I'm like, okay, Anna, so we've got to go inside.
Yeah, back away.
Yeah. It's our yard. I mean, we've got doves nesting with baby doves in our nest on our front porch. We saw a yellow finch the other day on our house. I'm like, but yeah, the deer was amazing. But
you guys get many coyote or anything like that?
Yeah, we have coyotes and all that stuff.
We hear them a lot at night. I've had them run our tree line behind our fence before. I've seen them ripping through there and all that stuff. So.
I told Chris, because he's like, well, we should probably mow before we go. I'm like, you're not touching that backyard because that grass is going to help protect and keep the baby safe.
Keep the baby hidden.
I'm like, you can mow the front, don't touch the back, and make sure you get a deer block so that way the deer can have their food and everything like that. So yeah, but it was not there this morning. It's up and moving, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, I was very sad.
Kat. Not good news. Rainy day
here. We're getting rain.
I know, Kat. I looked at the forecast and I saw we're supposed to get rain today. And there's I told my wife last night when I looked at the forecast, I'm like, there's a 50% chance or better of thunderstorms every day through next Wednesday or something silly like that. So
at least we've got warm weather. It's nice.
It is going to be warm. It's not going to be 50s and rain like we had last week and all that.
But it will help with the smoke and everything like that that we've got coming through. And I know the girls were outside playing with their slip and slide. And at the end of the day, they're like, it kind of hurts to breathe. And I'm like, well, the air quality is not that great.
It's not good.
I was like, as soon as you go inside, you'll be fine. Drink some water. Yes, it's the air quality right now. It's not that great.
Suzanne said it's raining here too. Yeah, there's a whole big storm system moving across the Midwest that's going to linger for.
But I'm glad we get to drive away from it. We're not. I mean, it's
supposed to be nice where you guys are going to be?
It's raining there, I think, right now, or if it's
but you
not
guys are going to have
done.
good weather
but
for the weekend.
I think after that, it should be good.
Yeah, I need to hold off because, like I said, with Lisa and I, we're going to be walking around campus and all that stuff, and it's supposed to thunderstorm all weekend.
Hopefully, after this, it won't.
Hopefully, it'll just blow through, or not linger over. So, obviously, these wood sign cutouts are always
a popular.
Always popular. Be happy. And then sunflowers, obviously, always popular.
This was, I don't even know if I can get this out. These were very popular last year. It is a blackberry stem. And I know Desiree used it in a couple floral arrangements. But it just makes a nice little texture to add into your summer florals. Mm-hmm. It honestly looks very realistic. I mean, we've got a blackberry bush in our garden, and it has exploded. We're going to come home to. We won't need to get blackberries for a while, as long as birds don't get it. But then this item, this is very popular. I actually use these bees. I cut them off, and I put them on the beehive that I made out of the wooden egg.
Yeah.
So that's a popular item. I'll just lay those back over there.
Obviously, the lemons and limes as well. They are plastic, but over foam. You can see they are super lifelike, all the way down to the peel on the lemons and limes.
Yeah.
Is extremely realistic. We actually have production companies, TV shows, movies, and stuff like that buy these to use them in their shows because they are that realistic.
Wasn't there somebody, was it our pomegranates didn't we have? Or
yeah, we had somebody that, we get some weird requests.
Yeah.
And, if it's if it's worth the time, sometimes we'll honor those requests. One of the requests that we got, I think, Deneen, you're on here. Deneen spoke to the person, this was years ago, and I get a text message from Deneen saying, "Hey, did these artificial pomegranates float in water?" I was like, "I mean, I can find out." And she's like, "Well, we have somebody looking for a whole bunch of them." And they didn't say what they were for. Later, we found, we found out what it was. So I went out to the warehouse and I grabbed this artificial pomegranate. and I was filling like a big measuring cup full of water, and then the measuring cup wasn't big enough, so I plugged the sink in the break room and put like 12 inches of water in it, and started dropping these pomegranates in, and they floated. So I told Deneen, I was like, yeah, let the person know they float. Yeah. And the person ordered. Deneen, if you're on here, I can't remember how many they ordered. It was like hundreds, maybe over 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
And they ended up filling them up in like a waiting pool for a music video.
Yeah, I actually posted it. I'll have to post it again because it's just kind of cool how they did it.
It was like this little long, like a lap pool or something like that, and they filled the whole thing with pomegranates, with these floating pomegranates. So we've had stuff like that. We've had. Brian, did you see the email about the driftwood I sent?
Uh-oh. Did you not?
I did not. Let me check and see if it went to a different folder, Kat. I'll check and see, and then I'll get back. No. I know exactly what you're talking about, Kat. Yes, I do know which one you're talking about. I sent that to Pam because I know you were looking for the driftwood. They almost look like tree trunk slices. Kat, I think you referred to them as driftwood wedges. That's not something that's not something that we currently carry. Pam said in the past we've had them.
We have.
So she was going to check and see if she can locate them for you. So I know what you're talking about. I had a brain fart for a minute, but yes, I did. And Pam has the information. I forwarded your email to her for those driftwood slices. I think they were like 2 inches long or something like that. So I will let you know as soon as we get more info on that. Carmen said, my pops took an artificial lemon to cut and said, this lemon must be old. It was so realistic.
I love it. That's great.
Yeah, we do get people that'll ask, like, with the artificial foods, especially the artificial pumpkins. Like, oh, can you carve it? And it's like, no, it's solid. It's solid foam inside. Deneen said, yeah, it was a couple thousand. That's what I thought. I knew it was a lot. I knew it was a lot because they filled a small lap pool with it. So. Hello, Adrena. How you doing?
Hello. How are you?
How are things in Texas?
We are doing a live, I believe, this evening with her. So you'll have to catch that. It's going to be running at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time today. So she's got a fun craft scheduled. So you'll have to make sure you hop in and see that craft.
Awesome. I think... Facebook. Okay, so there we go. I was refreshing Facebook and there was like a lag or something. I was making sure that it was okay. So yeah, so we're good. Cass, okay thing. Yes, the wedge. Yeah, Cass. So I'll keep you updated on those.
Yeah, I know. I've seen a lot of crafts with those too.
Adrena said, yeah, so excited getting it ready right now.
Yay, good. I'm excited for this one.
You'll be jumping in live from Michigan, right?
Yep, I'll be in Michigan. We are going to leave a little bit after this is done. I'll head home, get all packed up, so that way I can get to Michigan and get all settled in, so that way I can be on for the live with Adrena.
3.5 hour drive or so.
Yeah.
Because he says up near Detroit. So.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. About 3.5 hours drive. Yeah. So that way, if we run into traffic or whatnot, but I'll have everything popped up and ready to sit in with this craft.
So do you have to like reserve your space ahead of time? So like, will you guys get a space like near Paul and Sherry where they're going to be?
We actually stay with them.
Oh, okay.
So we said, we've talked about it, getting a spot for us.
Yeah.
But they've got, with their camper, we are able to have the back space.
Okay.
For the four of us.
Yeah.
Myself, Chris, and the two girls. So we stay in one camper.
Oh, that works.
We get to camp out with them.
Awesome.
They get to
I don't know if you guys like had reserved spots.
No,
you guys
not
got
this
yours
one.
Next to theirs, or okay.
Nope, just one spot, and they get to get a lot of Gigi and Big Pop time. So they're excited.
Adrena said, Nichole, you're so amazing. Thank you for joining me even while traveling.
Yes, of course. That's what I'm here for.
Yep. And in 2 weeks or so, I think we'll both be coming in live from traveling if we can figure out how to make it work.
Yep. We'll be here. If not, I think I've got it figured out, but we'll see if we can get you.
Yeah, because you know how to jump on remotely. So you'll have to show me.
We'll have to test it.
So I guess I'll have to download like the Streamlabs app or something like that, and we'll do a test ahead of time to make sure it works. That's one of those things we're not gonna just wing it the day of. While
we know sometimes, usually when we wing things, doesn't turn out well, especially with new software and everything like that.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'll be coming in hot from somewhere in the panhandle of Florida.
No,
we're still trying to knock down the right house and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I love Destin. I love Florida.
Yeah, that's where
our friends are going to Destin. I think they leave today.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I mean, I can go with you instead. I love Destin. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we'll be down there the 21st through wherever that next Saturday is or something.
I don't know. I'd have to look at a calendar, but
21st to the 28th, something along that time frame. So, well, we're coming up on about 45 minutes. We'll let Nikki take off here so she can get packing and hit the road. Let us know, again, if you guys want to see anything particular next week. If not, we'll come up with some stuff. Adrena said, so the day here is hot. It hasn't really rained, so it's just super dry.
I know. I did see where you got Texas. A little bit of rain the other day, and I know you were hoping for some extra rain later that day, but it sounds like
hopefully you get it soon.
Yeah, I know you guys need it.
They definitely need it down there. So, we're going to get plenty over the next 4 or 5 days, so if we can, we'll send you guys all that you want.
Yeah.
All that you want. So, well, everyone have a good weekend. Be safe. We will see you guys next week. And make sure, if you can, tune in to Lee Lexi Creations tonight on Facebook and join Adrena and Nikki. What time is it? 5 p.m. Eastern?
5 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m.
Okay, 5 p.m.
Eastern.
So 5 p.m. Adrena's time. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, make sure you tune in and catch that. Check out the craft. Say hi to Nikki. Say hi to Adrena. You guys have a good one.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.